The smell of ozone and burnt copper fills your cramped apartment. Your fingers fly across the mechanical keyboard, systematically erasing 3 terabytes of shipping manifests from a global database. A man in a tailored silk suit watches you from the shadows of your own kitchen, silent and completely still. You aren't a gangster, you were a cybersecurity analyst, but tonight, your keystrokes belong to the Red Pole. This is you. You were born in the dense, suffocating blocks of Kowloon, where the air always tastes of diesel exhaust and damp concrete. You swore you would escape the gravity of the streets. You studied late into the night. You earned a degree in computer science. You landed a respectable corporate job monitoring server traffic for one of the largest maritime logistics firms in the world. You did the work. You paid your mother's mounting hospital bills. You played by the rules. Then, a minor routing anomaly flagged on your screen during a graveyard shift. You traced the data packets. You found ghost ships moving unregistered cargo through the port of Hong Kong under the cover of your own company's credentials. You made the fatal mistake of filing a formal incident report to your supervisor. The silk-suited man showed up at your front door 24 hours later. He did not threaten you. He presented a simple choice. Option 1, you look away, you write a few patches, and your mother gets transferred to the best private medical facility in Asia. Option 2, you keep digging, and you both end up at the bottom of Victoria Harbor. You pick the option that lets you live another day. You optimize your silence. You start writing small, localized scripts to blind the harbor security cameras for precise 3-minute intervals. It feels detached. It feels like a video game. You manipulate pixels. You alter server timestamps. You never see the physical cargo. You convince yourself you are just adjusting code. The ROI on your compromised morality is a pristine bank account and the smell of high-grade hospital sanitizer when you visit your mother. The requests escalate quickly. They stop asking for mere blind spots. They demand active penetration. You are tasked with bypassing the firewall of a rival syndicate's offshore banking network. You write a custom zero-day exploit. You lock their systems. You siphon funds across 20 different borders before the sun rises. Your niche skill makes you a god in this digital underworld. You dictate the flow of millions of dollars with the flick of your wrist. Then, an encrypted file drops onto your desktop. It contains the personal schedules, school routes, and GPS coordinates of a local magistrate's family. You know exactly what the Triad uses this data for. You hover over the send button. Your hand trembles. You press enter. You route the data through 3 anonymous proxy servers. You kill the connection. You delete the logs. You are no longer just looking away. You are aiming the gun. The panic eventually fades. It always does. The human brain normalizes horror for survival. You build a strict, unbreakable routine. You wake up at 4 a.m. every day. You drink black coffee that tastes like ash. You log into the deep web encrypted network. You scrub dirty transaction records. You reroute extortion money through shell companies in Macau and Cyprus. You streamline the syndicate's entire financial infrastructure. You treat the crime ring like a massive corporate puzzle. You optimize their illicit supply chain. You defrag their operational risk. You stop seeing human lives embedded in the data packets. You only see variables. You only see... The money flows into your accounts, but the phantom smell of gunpowder and blood never entirely leaves your apartment. Your old life vanishes. You stop answering calls from your university friends. You skip your mother's weekend visits. You cannot risk the exposure. You install military-grade biometric deadbolts on your reinforced front door. You place opaque tape over every camera lens in your house. You sleep for 2 hours at a time, waking up in cold sweats. Every footstep in the outside hallway sounds like a tactical breach. You look in the bathroom mirror and see a hollowed-out stranger. Your eyes are permanently bloodshot. Your skin carries the pale, sickly tint of constant monitor glow. You have enough offshore wealth to buy a private island, but you cannot walk to the corner noodle stand without scanning the street for unmarked surveillance sedans. You are a ghost. You erased your own identity to protect the very people holding your leash. A high-priority contract forces you to breach a secure server belonging to the Federal Financial Crimes Bureau. You were ordered to permanently delete an ongoing investigation into your Triad faction. You bypass the security protocols. You dig into the classified files. You find the primary target list. Your name is not on it. Your handler's name is not on it. You open the financial ledgers of the lead federal investigator. The account numbers match the shell companies you deposit Triad bribe money into every single month. You freeze. The system is a closed loop. The police, the syndicates, the politicians, they all eat at the exact same table. You are just the digital janitor clearing the plates. There is no escape because there is no outside. The corruption is not a bug. It is the operating system. You sit in your dark room. The soft blue light of the monitors washes over your exhausted face. The burner phone rings on your desk. A 2 a.m. call. You know who it is. You don't panic. You don't cry. You reach out and pick up the receiver. You listen to the calm, dead voice give you the next target's IP address. You type the numbers into your terminal. You execute the command. You realize the initial debt you incurred the day you filed that honest report was never meant to be paid off. You belong to the machine now. You are just another line of code executing a fatal function, waiting for the day you were finally overwritten.